I'm live. Who knows? So I'm gonna be in the Discord channel in about a half an hour or so, and we can go over anything. It's always a good time. I'm just driving home, and I don't know why live streaming. I guess I had something to say. I guess what was on my mind was, I'd really just it would be interesting to have a peek inside the head of all the other observers in a courtroom like that. There was at least one other party from a completely different case. Looked like a mom and daughter, and adults though, and a couple of other scattered lawyers. There was one, then there were two, then there were three bailiffs. And I'm sure all of them were, the statist ones were like, I can't believe this guy. I mean, yeah, it sounds like he has some completely valid points. I mean, why aren't they just answering a simple question? I don't understand why that's going on. However, why is he being so, exasperated, so animated, so mocking them and everything? What's all this complete disrespect? What's all this about? And shoot, I need to turn here, so I'm going to. And what I guess I want to get across is something that people like me, men like me, believe, rightly or wrongly, that most other people don't understand, and worse yet, maybe even couldn't understand, not capable of understanding or not capable of valuing it. But here it is. I got a really good opportunity to answer this exact issue in the question when I was talking to this Major Myers today, because he asked me, he goes, hey, you told me you've been doing this for 10 years. Why is it? What is it about your life or situation that has this keep coming up? Why do you do this? And I said, man, that's an excellent question. I'm super glad you asked it, and I'll try to make best use of your time, and here it is. And it was basically, I refuse, I will not be bullied in this life by anyone. And that sounds, oh, you're a tough guy talk. No. Here's what it is, okay? This is just basic man card 101 stuff. This is just how it was where I grew up, how it was in my culture, in my generation, all right? I was 12, 13 years old before video games, Nintendo ever really popped off, and so I actually had a childhood outside and playing and interacting and socializing. And it all just comes down to, as a man, I cannot tolerate another man telling me, you owe me money, give me money, or I'm going to hurt you. Okay? Gotta make sure I'm paying attention to where I'm going. So, I don't know why that's not more intolerant. And, whatever, maybe I had a few experiences that led me to be this way. I don't know. One of them was I was never bullied. I didn't even see bullying until I was in the 7th grade. And I was a big fish in a small pond in the 6th grade. I go to 7th grade, there's a bully. One day he bullies me, it scares me. He's 4 or 5 inches shorter than me. And he's just this ruthless bit of spitfire from God knows what side of the world I've never been to. And it stuck. That sting of not stepping up and being like, back off, standing up for myself and just kind of taking it. It stung, and that stinging stuck with me. It stuck with me hard. Anyway, there's other experiences. I'm not going to go into them or anything. I'm just saying there's little ticky-tack ones like this that they just stick. If you have a child, if you have a romantic partner, as a man, if you have a woman, right? And she asks you, did you get a speeding, what was the speeding ticket about? Oh yeah, how much did it cost? Oh, 125. Did you have to pay it? Yeah, why? well, because he found me guilty or whatever, I just did the plea deal because it's easy. I just paid. Okay, but why? Well, what, is he more powerful than you? This old man just took $125 out of your pocket. What was the reason for that? Like, you are in charge of protecting them. They sense this, they know this, and they know that if you can't even protect yourself, you cannot protect them. Does this not speak to you? This speaks to me. This is ingrained in every cell of my body, okay? How can you answer, well, they just said they had jurisdiction. They have all the men with guns and the power and the force. I don't understand. My brain doesn't compute how a man is just okay with that answer. Now, I don't want to offend people with this. I'm not calling a bunch of dudes who pay fines a bunch of wimps. That's not fair. Don't pull away. That's not fair, right? I'm just trying to be honest and be like how I'm wired. And I'm not going to be ashamed of this is how I'm wired. I'm not ever going to let a bully me. It's just never going to happen. And in my entire adult life, it has never happened. Like a bully my little brother. I gave him to tears, he did, and I wasn't there. I gave him one warning. I said, don't ever do that again, or I'm going to have to like physically stop you from ever doing that again. Don't ever do that again. He did it again within 3 days, and I put a pasting on this kid. And my little brother coasted through the rest of junior high and high school on that beating alone. They let me continue to wear that bloody shirt, his blood, the rest of the day. Now, I'm not a badass. This was when I was 11 years old. Nobody's a badass. I'm old now. I'm 49. I am old. I am not a badass, okay? I'm just saying. My channel's called Dear Missouri Jury. This is how I'm wired. So just because someone says, you aren't paying me yearly rent on a car that you own outright, so you don't have the right sticker, so I'm gonna pull you over under threat of, you're gonna pull over or this is gonna get violent for you, and then I'm gonna write you a ticket, and then you're gonna be forced to go to this place and give them money. No, I'm sorry, that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen without severe resistance, because what you have done is declare war on me. Do you understand? When you try to take my money that I spend my precious time during the short time I have left to earn, and you take it and I don't get to use it for my benefit, it is unforgivable. That is a bully stealing your lunch money, and you're just taking it. Not me. I don't take that shit. And that's all it is. So ask yourself, look, I'm not trying to be some hero or something, but just ask yourself, okay? If men were wired like this and acted like this, how much in taxes would you be paying right now? There would not be property tax. There would not be income tax, and sales tax would be ridiculous. Gas would be $1 a gallon. You just don't, fear does not register in my brain as anything other than the worst enemy I could ever possibly have that must be eradicated immediately. Fear will prevent me from standing up to a bully and shrivel my spine. No, thank you. I'm not trying to be a tough guy. It's just how I'm wired. So I'm not going to lose. So if we got to do battle in court because that's the only way I can do it and not do anything illegal, then that's what we're going to do. So you think I'm going to get all, oh no, I've been doing this a year or two. Oh, I'm exhausted. Oh, I'm depressed. Oh, I'm anxious. Oh, no, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. You want to throw this at a jury? Fine. You know there's reasonable doubt. You know the jury's going to get hung at a minimum. And you're just going to wash your hands and walk away of it. And everything's going to be fine for you. And okay. I think that's their game plan. Okay. Run with that. But I just don't understand how men are wired any other way. If you allow a man to steal your money, man, he's just poking you in the chest. Now, have I had to pay fines? Yeah. Occasionally, like now, I had to pay. Once I got this tickets and the cases and everything, I'm like, oh fuck, now I gotta pay property tax and get the sticker. Otherwise, I'll keep getting pulled over, and when that happens, you lose all public favor because they're like, you just want to be an exception to the rule, and this is dumb. You should just, if you got a point to make it. But you got to minimize, the damage you can't. There's, what sense does this make? So that's why I don't. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll pay it. I'm about to get home, so this is gonna wrap up here right quick. But that's all it is, man. I'm not trying to be some example. I'm just explaining to a jury that has my freedom on the line. Really, this is how I'm wired. I will not step outside without a 380 in my pocket. Okay, I don't even leave to go to the bathroom without something on me that I can defend myself with. All right. No dog is ever going to chew my leg off. It's never going to happen. And if it tries to, it's going to get shot. And it doesn't, man. And the government has a problem with that because they think you should get your leg bitten and then call the police and then thank the police for eventually coming and then sue the owner for money for surgeries that God knows how expensive. Maybe you can never run again. Should I have just let that dog bite me and then shoot it? Because if a small dog does that to me, I might just let a small dog bite me and then shoot it. Because then you have proof. The fucking thing bit me. Look. Right. So, man, I don't know. I started live streaming because I'm just on a natural high, dude. It is just, you just don't understand the feeling of like just going in there, taking them all on. Zero hesitation, zero fearlessness, like zero fear, zero. There was no like quivering, shaking. There's no, I mean, my blood was pumping, man. My heart rate was up before that started. And I love that feeling. I can feel it in my neck. I can feel it down my arms. It's great. And to look back constantly and to see the blank looks and the shocked looks and the, what is this all about? And they just, mostly the joy is the shock in their face that says, I can't believe this judge is taking this. I have never in my life have I heard somebody talking to a judge like this and getting away with it. And it just when they're just members of the public, not government employees, but just members of the public, I just want to know. It would just be so, not for the validation. If they thought, oh, this guy's a piece of shit, that would be just as valuable to me. I just want to know what's going through their head. Because I suspect a lot of times, based on their face, that it's like, holy shit, what am I witnessing? I don't dare make an expression that would show any kind of alignment with this guy, but he's making me laugh. And I know a couple of those bailiffs at least are thinking to themselves, man, I wish I had the balls this motherfucker does. And man, he's right. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. If he was wrong, they would tell him exactly in the manner in which he was wrong. And they're not doing it. They can't do it. All they can do is threaten him to shut the fuck up and deny him any kind of free speech and the ability to defend himself and make record. And they do it openly. Look, man, I am a long-term, big bubble thinking dude. In 10 years, this is going to be hilarious. And I'm just, look, I've been through this. I've been this when I was 39, 40 something, right? And it's the same way. Like, don't you think I look back on Hawaii and Leon Valley in Texas and just smile, just a warm security blanket that never goes away? I cherish these moments in my life. These stories I have, these stripes that you earn. They're priceless. They cannot be bought or sold or traded. Like, they have to be earned. And it's just, you just feel so lucky. Truly, in that moment today, I had no fear of going to jail. I said, here's my wrist. I'm calling your bluff. Direct eye contact. I was 5 feet away. Oh, and that's the gift you get with persistence. You just, that fear just loses you. It leaves you, and I wish I could bottle it up and just give it to people temporarily. Like the warm feeling you get of knowing you have no fear of them or their punishments. They can't control you. They are afraid of you. They are afraid of the words coming out of your face. They have to interrupt you nonstop, accuse you of doing all the interrupting, and threaten you with prison. Removal of your liberty, they claim, is an inalienable right. And I love it when these freaks think, my God is my God because he gave us free will. And the enemy said, no, you're going to force to do it this good way. So giving people free will is what my God did, and I want to follow that. But apparently it's okay to come down on this earth and take other people's free will away from them. And try and force them to do it what you consider the good way. Oh man, life, you're just too much. Oh, life, God, it's just hilarious. Is this really happening? Oh, Jesus. Oh, I was laughing the whole time in there. Just laughing the whole time in there. Just leaning on the bench on the wall, right next to the bailiff, like 3 feet away from the bailiff, who was sitting at his desk. Oh, all right. Thanks for the share. I'm home. I'm getting out of here.